Inside a packed courtroom, silence fills the air as everyone awaits the verdict. The atmosphere is tense, almost suffocating. Sitting confidently at the defendant's table is Victoria Hartwell, a wealthy socialite who, despite being on trial, looks completely unbothered. With her designer outfit and smug smile, she's not just confident, she's convinced that her money and connections will get her out of this mess. Little does she know, the judge presiding over her case won't be swayed by arrogance or privilege. Judge Marcus Bennett has seen it all, and today, he's about to deliver a verdict that no one in that courtroom will ever forget. If you're curious to find out how this courtroom drama unfolds, stick around. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories like this. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Now, let's get into the story. Victoria Hartwell wasn't used to hearing the word no. Born into a wealthy family, she grew up with everything handed to her on a silver platter: private schools, luxury vacations, and endless shopping sprees. Her parents had built a business empire, and Victoria lived her life believing that money could solve any problem. So, when she was caught speeding recklessly through a residential neighborhood, nearly hitting a pedestrian, she wasn't the least bit worried. "It's just a traffic violation," she scoffed, brushing it off as a minor inconvenience. But there was more to it than that. The pedestrian she almost hit wasn't just anyone, it was a local schoolteacher named Mrs. Ramirez. The community loved her, and when news spread about what had happened, people were outraged. Victoria had blown through a stop sign, driving her luxury car like the rules didn't apply to her. And to make matters worse, she never even stopped to apologize. Instead, she went straight to social media, posting photos of her car and captioning it with, "When you're late but still fabulous." That post went viral for all the wrong reasons. People began to dig into Victoria's past, uncovering a pattern of reckless behavior. She had multiple speeding tickets, parking violations, and even a few incidents where she had been caught verbally abusing service workers. The public's patience had run out. Victoria was summoned to court, but even then, she didn't take it seriously. Her lawyer advised her to show remorse, but Victoria waved him off. "It's just a judge," she said dismissively. "I'll charm my way out of it." What she didn't know was that the judge assigned to her case was none other than Marcus Bennett, a man known for his no-nonsense approach to justice. He wasn't the type to be impressed by flashy cars or designer suits. He cared about fairness, accountability, and respect for the law. The courtroom was filled to capacity on the day of the trial. Victoria strutted in like it was a fashion show, wearing a sleek gray suit and oversized sunglasses perched on her head. She barely glanced at the judge, her attention more focused on her phone. Judge Bennett, however, noticed everything. He saw the way she carried herself, entitled, dismissive, and completely lacking in remorse. When the trial began, Victoria's lawyer tried to paint her as a misunderstood young woman who had simply made a mistake. But it was clear that Judge Bennett wasn't buying it. "Miss Hartwell," the judge said, leaning forward. "Do you understand the severity of what you've done?" Victoria rolled her eyes, placing her hands on her hips. "Honestly, Your Honor, I think this whole thing is blown out of proportion. I mean, nobody got hurt. Why are we even wasting time on this?" A gasp rippled through the courtroom. Did she really just say that? Judge Bennett's expression hardened. He had dealt with many difficult defendants over the years, but Victoria's arrogance was on another level. "Miss Hartwell," he began slowly, his voice calm but firm. "Do you believe that your wealth and status put you above the law?" Victoria laughed. "I'm not saying that, Your Honor. But let's be real, we all know how these things work. Fines, community service, a slap on the wrist. Can we wrap this up now?" The room fell into stunned silence. Even Victoria's lawyer buried his face in his hands, clearly regretting taking her case. Judge Bennett took a long pause before speaking again. His next words would be etched in everyone's memory. Miss Hartwell, he said, his voice steady, the law applies equally to everyone. It does not discriminate based on wealth, status, or privilege. Your behavior today shows a complete lack of accountability, and for that reason, I'm going to ensure that this lesson sticks. Victoria's smirk faltered for the first time. I am sentencing you to 30 days in county jail, Judge Bennett announced. The courtroom erupted into whispers. Victoria's eyes widened in shock. What? Jail? You can't be serious. I'm very serious, the judge replied. And after your sentence, you'll complete 200 hours of community service, specifically working with pedestrian safety programs. Perhaps then you'll understand the value of human life. Victoria's confidence crumbled. For the first time, she realized that her money couldn't save her. As she was escorted out of the courtroom in handcuffs, the judge's final words echoed in her mind: respect for the law is not optional. It's mandatory. The story of Victoria Hartwell became a cautionary tale that spread far beyond the courtroom. Her arrogance and entitlement led to her downfall, and Judge Bennett's decision sent a powerful message, that justice should never be influenced by privilege or wealth. If you agree that the law should apply to everyone equally, make sure to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of Judge Bennett's verdict? Was it fair, or do you think it was too harsh? And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more thought-provoking stories. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Justice isn't about power or money. It's about doing what's right, no matter who stands before the judge.